David isn't here.
Oh, I can't believe it. We should tell somebody.
David.
It's fine. David wasn't hurt in the accident.
Shall I get the nurse?
Yeah.
David.
Listen, David's fine. He walked away with a few cuts and bruises. Oh, this is wonderful. I thought I'd never hear your voice again.
He's talking? Yes. He said his brother's name.
He was in the van with him. I think he's fretting about him.
But it's good, isn't it, that he's talking again? Yes, I'll let the consultant know. But he mustn't get too het up or overtax himself. It's all right, Nick. Everything's fine.
No, David.
I promise you. David's fine.
Oh, Gail, this is no good. Either he's not going in or he thinks we're hiding somewhere.
Perhaps if he was able to see his brother and know he was all right.
Yeah. Can you call him and get him in?
Get him in.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's nice here.
Yeah, it's all right. Shame about that graffiti, though.
What about Wayne Rooney? You reckon that's true?
Don't know. You'd have to ask Colleen.
No, I could do that. Not straight away. I don't even know her.
Someone's late for the tea.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah?
Nick's getting better. He'll be out here playing footy with Si in no time. You're not getting that?
No, if it's important, I'll leave a message.
You ought to be getting back, actually.
Well, we're all right, aren't we?
Well, they'll just do a feed. Oh.
Just leave it, Kyle.
No, I don't get that many calls these days. I can't afford to be picky. It's your mum. Hiya, Gail. Yeah, he's here. I'll pass you over. Come on, it sounds important.
Hello? Really? What'd he say? No, I'm still here. All right, well, I'll be there as soon as I can. All right, bye.
Ibiza? Of all places?
What's wrong with Ibiza? It's only 2.5 hours by plane. It's nearer than Glasgow was by train.
That's a good point. Sorry.
Look, it makes sense, Mum.
How? How does you deciding to emigrate at the drop of a hat make sense?
Because nothing's working for me here. Steve's right. I need to take control of my life.
Oh, Steve. And what have you been saying?
Well, I just offered him a bit of friendly advice, that's all.
And now he's leaving the country. Listen, darling, right, I turn to Steve for many things, but never, ever advice, right? Because when it comes to words of wisdom, he's a flipping mute.
I've caused nothing but aggro since I come back here, and for myself most of all.
Running away's not going to solve anything, is it? The problem is with you, not your flipping postcode.
This'll be a fresh start for me.
And where are you going to live?
Well, Clarky says that I can kip on his sofa to start with, and they said he might know somebody who could sort me out a permanent place.
I was just thinking you haven't thought it through.
Well, it's more than I've got going on for me here. And if things go wrong again, well, they may as well go wrong in the sunshine.
You wouldn't think I'd be thirsty after drinking all that water. Thought it were going to come out my ears.
Helps them obtain a clearer scan.
Nice people, I thought.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Apparently, some folk panic in those machines, but I felt quite relaxed in there despite the racket. I got to thinking, lying there.
What about?
Oh, nothing highfalutin. Just about us. This. What I'm going to do with what's left. I thought I might write it all down, keep a sort of diary.
A journal is quite a commitment.
Well, I can always stop if I get fed up. What are they going to do, shoot me? I thought it'd be like my little time capsule, I suppose. Someone someday might look at it and know that I've been here. Hear what I made of it all.
I can assure you, you will be long remembered. We need to focus on the here and the now.
In that case, let's talk about your driving lessons.
Oh, I've managed perfectly well without a licence thus far.
We need to ferry you about. How are you going to get on with them catering tins of beans from Cash and Kerry? I know the thought of driving scares you, but it's an irrational fear.
Irrational? I am at the wheel of a highly effective killing machine.
The Woody?
With lethal potential. My trepidation is logical, unlike some of your fears.
Like what?
Well, where do I begin? Moths, Morris men, rats, puppets.
Oh, hey, no. I defy anyone not to find Andy Pandy sinister. And the mere sight of Luby Lou's to send me into a cold sweat when I were a kid. But if you're prepared to get back in the driving seat, I will go and see a puppet show.
No, well, there's no...
No, I insist. It's only fair. Deal?
And then Katie pitched up with a bottle of pink wine, so I made myself scarce.
I don't blame you, mate. I should steer clear for the duration.
Don't worry, I intend to. Listen, do you fancy beer over the road later on?
Yeah, I'll get me visa stamped.
That is so unfair. Have you ever told you can't go to the pub?
No, not in so many words. The look's usually enough.
Then there's the size.
Ah, please don't mention the size.
Oh, do you know what? You two will be wearing that in a minute.
Well, you're pulling your leg, love.
Good this, Mum.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Unless feeling coughs up, it might be the last decent meal I have for a while.
Yeah, well, I'll have to cough up because you can't just afford to write it off.
Well, tell me something I don't know. Thick end of £4,000. Anyway, I got some mates putting the feelers out, find out what his game is.
What do you think? Maybe we should pop round and jog his memory?
Well, I've toyed with the idea.
You can stop that right there because you're getting too old for them games and he's got a record.
Look, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, well, you can think again because I'll not be visiting the pair of you inside.
How's Nick? Well, he's talking again. He's not making a lot of sense, but, well, I feel like I've got a bit of him back, you know?
Oh, that is so wonderful. What exactly did you say? David, over and over. After all he's been through, his first concern was for his brother. Not a second thought for the rest of us.
Yeah, so we've called him in, though. I can't understand why he's taking so long.
Well, he's not been very well today, actually. I mean, he knocked off work early. Well, he was in the park with Kylie when I called him. He didn't sound himself, though. Well, perhaps he was just trying to clear his mind.
Well, I wish he'd get a shift on. He was really upset before. We couldn't do anything with him, and I just feel like when he sees David, it'll give him a peace of mind, you know? I'm going to go back in.
Well, you haven't seen my passport, have you?
Nope. And if I had, I wouldn't tell you.
Well, flights are booked, it's a done deal. I don't want to end on a row.
So don't leave then.
Well, trust me, it's for the best. Can't even pretend to be happy for us.
No! Look, there's not going to be a night goes by where I'm not wondering where you are, how you're doing, what you're up to.
Always comes to that, doesn't it? Drugs.
What, can you blame me? I'm not so old and naive as I don't know what goes on in clubs, especially over there.
So what? You're right. It's not where I am that matters. It's who I am. And I've changed. But no one around here believes that. I'll never get the benefit of the doubt.
You've just got to stick at it, haven't you, kid? You've just got to try and win people round.
No thanks. I'm not going to spend my life in the hope that Norris might change his opinion one day. I mean, it's too big a world for that.
Nick can wake up at any time. I don't want him getting worked up again. Where is he?
Look, he'll have had to take Kylie home, and then he'll have to get the bus, love. And you know what these wayfarers are like. You've more chance of seeing Brigadoon most nights. It has been nearly an hour.
Yeah, you're right, Gail. Can you call him again? Just find out where he is. Just tell him to get here. We need him here tonight.
No, he's here.
Oh, David, where have you been?
Sorry, the bus was late and then the traffic was full on.
Never mind, you're here now. He'll be pleased to see you.
Yeah.
Nick, David's here. Your brother. And look, he's fine, just like we told you.
He seems pretty out of it. I'll come back later.
No, try talking to him. We've plenty of time.
Well, I don't know what to say.
David, you've been talking to him for weeks. He's no different.
Tell him about Lily. You never need any excuse in the salon. Go on.
Hey, mate, it's, David. I just wanted to let you know I'm okay, and I'm really sorry about what happened.
He's waking up.
Yeah, keep talking, keep talking.
We've all been really worried about you, but we're pleased you're getting better.
You see, we told you. David's just fine.
Look, it's David. He's here, and just like you wanted.
No.
Nick.
What? I didn't do anything.
It must be the shot. Oh, is he all right?
I don't know. Nurse! It's all right. What's going on? What's he doing?
Please, I need you to step into the corridor now. All right, Nick, it's okay. Lay down, lay back. It's all right. Settle down. Settle down. Everything's fine. There.
All right, missus, knock that on the head now.
I'm waiting for Grace to text me back. I've sent her loads of messages, but she's not replying.
Yeah, well, you'll see her in school tomorrow.
But I want to speak to her tonight. She's been deffing me out all day.
That's why you were chasing her.
Duh. She's my best mate.
What's she told you? Right, come on, turn that thing off.
But what if she doesn't like me anymore?
Then it's her loss, isn't it? I mean, come on, if this is how she is, then you're better off without her, aren't you?
How? She's well cool. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Nothing. You know, Grace seemed nice enough to me. I'm sure you're making him out and out of a molehill. Go on, off and do your own work.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
You know what, sweetheart? Chances are it'll all blown over by tomorrow, and if it hasn't, then you know what? Gavy's right. Stuff her.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm glad we had a boy.
Well, I won't be crowing just yet, because if he's anything like you, you'll have more than your fair share of sleepless nights.
What's wrong with Faye?
Oh, she reckons her mate's ignoring her, not answering her calls.
Well, I'm half wishing my mate had done the same. He's just got back to me about feeling.
And?
Up to his old tricks, apparently. According to Clive, he's declared himself bankrupt again.
So you won't get paid?
Love, I'm the little man at the end of a very long queue. If there's anything left, the Inland Revenue will get first dibs. I'll not get a penny piece.
Also, he's done this before?
Well, so Clive reckons. He racks up the debts, walks away, and then starts up again with a new business. He's not the only one that does it.
How'd you get away with it?
Well, you take your conscience out of the equation, then it's just a matter of filling in the right forms.
Well, I'd rather be straight, me. I'm glad you are, too.
Well, let's hope you're saying that when we can't pay the electric bill, love.
There you go. That'll sort you.
Gonna stop my son fleeing the country, is it? That's the only thing that's gonna make me feel any better.
Look, listen, you're bound to feel upset, but when you think about it, it might not be such a bad thing.
Right, OK. So why don't you enlighten me then, Steve? Because you obviously think it's such a great idea. You're the one that put it in his flipping head.
I never mentioned going abroad.
No, you didn't. You just made the thought of stopping round here sound unbearable.
Oh, look, this isn't my fault. Well, like I said, it might not be such a bad idea. I mean, you know, got the place to ourselves again, for a start. We could do that thing we used to do maybe when you're feeling a bit more yourself. But, listen, it might be just what Ryan needs, you know, a little bit of space to sort himself out. Start again with a clean slate.
Yeah, and how long's it going to stay clean, eh, in that environment? It's going to have temptation all round him.
And he wouldn't in Manchester, come on. If he wants drugs, he knows where to find them, no matter where he is. You're just going to have to start trusting him.
Will? His heart rate's returned back to normal and he's sleeping now. The doctor reckoned that it was probably a panic attack, possibly brought on by seeing David.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's not your fault. The doctor reckons it's not unusual for patients with head injuries.
So he's not worried?
It didn't seem to be.
Well, what brought it on?
Well, they reckon it could have been a number of things. He might not have recognised David, or seeing David might have reminded him of the accident.
Oh, yes. Oh, goodness, no wonder he was spooked. Poor Nick. Well, I'm not going to get upset. He's on the mend. He'll be back to his old self soon and we can all get on with our lives again. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go for a walk, get some air.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
No, it's fine. I won't be long.
Do you think I should go after him? No, let him go, lovey. Come on. He's had a shock tonight. Let's give him time to clear his head a little, OK?
Are you all right? I know rom-coms aren't really your thing.
No, it's very well photographed. And the original story is very compelling.
Is it a remake?
Of sorts. It's clearly based on Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh, right, yeah. Wasn't he the one with the big conch?
Indeed, so.
Why don't he just tell her how he feels?
Well, because the film has over an hour to go. And he's not the sort of man who can express such feelings, not as himself.
I don't know why. It's in bigger noses.
He's shy. He doesn't think romance is for him. He doesn't dare hope that someone will reciprocate feelings of affection.
He just needs a bit more confidence.
No. He needed to meet someone he was prepared to do the unthinkable for. Risk everything. Someone special. He's very lucky to have met her.
So they do get together in the end?
Oh, yes. And live happily ever after.
You know, this is why I enjoyed Titanic so much.
I don't understand.
Because you couldn't give the ending away.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin.
Don't be daft. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't change anything. Besides, I suppose it's me who's spoiling our ending.
No.
I was joking. Still up to us, I reckon. For a while, anyway. Got to make the most of the time we've got left.
Do you have anything in mind?
I don't know. I thought maybe a couple of trips out to the Dales and Blackpool, the lakes, you know, places where we've been our happiest.
Whatever you wish.
Of course, the place I've been happiest of all is here, in these four walls. It'd be nice to think that this is where, well, where they roll the credits.
Well, that's a good while off, so please let's not talk about it now.
All right. But we will have to. Someday we will.
I didn't touch your sides.
Nick started talking.
See, when you mean talking?
Well, not properly, not yet. He's not dobbed me in yet, but he will.
Well, he should. You know you might get lucky.
No. You see, he kept saying my name over and over. So they brought me in to see him, didn't they? And when he saw me...
What happened?
What do you think? He was terrified, Tina. It's because he remembers. He remembers everything.
David, not necessarily. I mean, you could be confused and disorientated.
No, I saw his eyes. He knows.
Well, this was likely to happen. You knew that.
Oh, what? So is that supposed to make it all right? Well, what am I going to do?
Look, I don't know, David. You brought this on yourself. I don't want to get involved. I didn't want to get involved when I found out the truth.
Tina, I'm finished. As soon as he starts talking properly, I'm going to lose everything. All right, I'll lose Kylie. I'll lose my daughter.
Look, I don't know what you want to say. I'm sorry.
Ryan!
Ah, well, that's a relief. Thought we'd been burgled.
Sorry, once I found my passport, I'll put it all back. Promise me you haven't hidden it.
Oh, as if.
Because I'll get a replacement and go. My mind is made up.
Right, read my lips. I have not hidden your flipping passport, right?
Well, it must be lost then. I've looked in there twice.
Yes, well, I know what you're like. You're as bad as him. You two couldn't find your own backside with both hands.
Why are you helping me?
Because, according to the date on this, you're meant to be a grown-up. And it's your choice.
Where did you...
I don't know how she does it, Eve. It does my head in.
It just fallen down the back. It's not rocket science.
Well, thanks, Mum. I'm glad you've come round.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Still wish to God you weren't going. But it's out of my hands, isn't it? And if this is what you really want to do, then I've got to respect that.
I won't let you down. I'll make you proud, Mum.
I'm not worried about that. All I've ever wanted is for you to be happy.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, cheers, love.
Huh?
Yeah, keep the change.
Get you. That's the big spenders.
Me all over, generous to a fault.
I don't think your workforce agrees with you.
Well, I'll prove it. The office still open. If you and Tommy want to move back into the flat, I'll have to charge rent, of course, but I'm sure we can work something reasonable out.
Reckon? All right, well, I'll have a word. Okay. Cheers.
So, is this a good time to ask for a rise or what?
No, it flaming well isn't. Just can't afford to keep that flat empty, not the way things stand.
Right, so if you don't get this feeling money, should I be worried or...?
No, it's not that bad. I was just laying on a bit thick earlier.
You all right then, yeah?
I am for now, but any more jokers like feeling, and I soon won't be. I can't let it get out that I'm a soft touch, otherwise every chance of this side of Manchester will be turning me over.
What are we going to do about it then?
Legally, we can't touch him.
What, so we just let him get away with it, do we? Laugh in our face?
Yeah, pretty much. Mate, it turns my stomach just thinking about it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He had never had any intention of paying.
Well, he needs sorting out properly then.
Oh, yeah, and how do we do that, eh? You heard what your mum said.
But it never stopped me dad, did it? Him and Uncle Len used to get up to all sorts.
Yeah, and where's your dad now? I'm not messing things up with me and Anna for feeling's sake. But you're right. We can't let him get away with it either. Look, if we do anything about this, it stays between us, understood?
Of course, yeah.
Right.
You got any ideas?
All right now. Nothing that'll get me less than 20 years in jail, no. But just let me mull things over, OK?
Okay.
Listen to me, don't be scared. Right, shh, shh, shh. You're safe, don't be scared. Listen. I'm sorry for what I did. All right, I really am. And I know you must hate me. And I know, shh, listen. And I know I deserve a lot of things, okay? But you can't tell anybody anything. All right, you just can't. Because everything will come out. Kylie and Leanne, they'll never forgive us. All right, and then both of us will be finished, Nick. Both of us. So I'm begging you. Don't say anything, Nick. I'm begging you, don't.
Follow Hayley's diary exclusively online. See how she gets on with conquering her fear of puppets with the help of Roy at itv.com/Hayley now. Next, it's off to Port Wen, where a familiar face returns, but it's not a warm welcome. Doc Martin, after the break.